Hey guys, welcome back. Still have my mani on. Can't. It's driving me nuts. So I'm going to show you how to go from this to this. I wanted to do a very, very simple freehand Halloween nail art video. And mind you, this color combination, I'm loving it. So I'm probably going to wind up doing that for a little bit just without the nail art on it because I loved how it looked. So I'm only using a dotting tool and acrylic paint. That is it. The first design I'm going to do is a spider web. I almost edited this out and redid it because I really don't like it. The idea in my head was good, but I don't really care for the way it came out. Let me know what you guys think. So I'm taking my dotting tool and I'm going to start doing the spider web by making 3 lines down my nail. Now, if you don't have a dotting tool, you can use a menagerie of household objects. You can use one of your orange wood sticks, you can use a toothpick, you can use a bobby pin. You can pretty much use anything that's got a teeny tiny little end. You can use a dried up pen or pencil even to do any of these nail art designs. So you don't need the dotting tool if you are looking to get a nice set of dotting tools. I will leave a link for you in the description box to Amazon, which is where I got my dotting tools, but not necessary. So I've made the 3 lines diagonally across my nail, and now I'm just going back in with the pink acrylic paint, and I'm making those little, I don't know what you want to call them, they're like swoops. I'm going to call it a swoop. I'm making swoops in between those diagonal lines on my nail, and that'll create the spider web look. Now, my mistake here was, I think, making those lines too close together. You want to space them a little bit further apart, and I probably should have stopped at 3, but you get the idea. This is the only one I didn't like. And you'll see like my reveal photos at the end, and even the one you just saw, a few minutes ago. The 4 nails that I did actually really not only looked good, but they look good together. So you can do any of the designs I'm going to show you how to do. You can do them all together as one, kind of mix and match mani, or you can do one design on an accent nail or one design on all 5 of your fingers or whatever. So that was the spider web. The next look I'm going to show you how to do was kind of a combination of inspiration. I was thinking in my head of Jason from Friday the 13th and Jack Skellington. And I wanted to do both, so I'm like, I'm just going to mishmash the 2 of them and we'll see what happens. So I'm going to start by using my black acrylic paint, and all my acrylic paint is matte. I do that for a reason, so I know when it's dry. It dries matte, hence it's dry. So I just made 2 dots towards the top of my nail, and now I'm going to take my same dotting tool, same side, I'm going to make the smile, and I'm going to put some like stitches in that smile. And you'll see stitches are kind of a running theme throughout this mani. And that's literally it. You got your little guy. And this would look really good if you wanted to do a glow dip powder, like either the Illuminate or Electric by Revel would look awesome. So now we're gonna go into my, it's kind of like a French. It's like a Halloween French. And I'm doing this with my orange acrylic paint, and I'll list all the specifics, the paint colors and whatever, down in the description box for you. And this does not have to be a perfect line. In fact, it probably shouldn't be. So if you are like me and you suck at trying to draw a French tip, this is a great look for you to do. So you're literally going to take your orange paint on your dotting tool. I'm using the smaller side of the dotting tool for this. And you're going to make that orange line the width of your nail. And then just fill it in towards the free edge. And we're gonna add to this here in a little bit. We're gonna add some stitches to it as well. So that's literally it. How easy is this? Like I said, if you suck at doing nail art, or if you're like new and you want to play around with acrylic paint, or if you prefer using acrylic paint as opposed to using you know, gel polish or regular lacquer or stamping polish or whatever. These are just so easy. So easy. I mean, how long did it, this video is not very long. It really didn't take me long at all to film this. It took me longer, honestly, to figure out what exactly I wanted to do because I feel like I've done so much already, you know. Are you guys getting sick of Halloween art yet? I hope not, because I still have more. All right, so we're gonna let this one sit and dry, and then we're gonna add to it. Now, I wanted to do kind of a Frankenstein inspired color block. Now I'm using purple and green and orange for this color block, and I contemplated as to whether I wanted to color block the dip powder itself, but I figured because this is a, you know, acrylic paint nail art video, let me do the whole color block in acrylic paint. So that's what I did, which I think was actually probably more difficult than if I would have done color blocking with the dip powder. And I will have another color blocking dip powder video coming up in the relatively near future. So just to give you heads up on that. So my first thing I'm going to do is I'm taking the purple acrylic paint and I'm just making a diagonal line towards the top of my nail. And that'll be my first color block. And I'm just going to kind of outline where that block is going to be. I didn't go all the way to my cuticle. As you can see, I'm a mess and got acrylic paint on my skin here and there, but the beauty of acrylic paint is it comes off so easily. I mean, literally, I just kind of scraped it off and it was gone. Unlike polish, where I find, especially with dark colors, I mean, it's dry before you even get a chance to touch it. And then if it isn't, if you got lucky enough and caught it quick enough, it's probably gonna stain. So that's why I love acrylic paint. It's got my heart as far as nail art goes. I love it. So I've outlined where the purple is going to be, and now I'm just gonna fill it in. Easy as that. So for this nail, we're also gonna do an orange block and a green block, but you do want to let stuff dry. It may not be difficult and time consuming doing the actual nail art, but dry time, you gotta let stuff dry. I still hear so many people complaining about, you know, stampings and smearing and all that stuff. And I'm like, patience, grasshopper. You gotta wait. Give it some time because it's worth it to not have to redo it. So now I'm taking my orange acrylic paint, same orange I used on my other finger, and I'm creating that secondary block. And I wanted to do the bottom just because I didn't have to wait for anything to dry to really get in there with the orange. So again, I'm just gonna do my diagonal line, and I went in a different direction just so it looked kind of wobbly, not wobbly, I don't know, inverted. You get what I'm saying. And then I'm just going to fill that in. And I'm gonna wait for those two colors to completely dry before I go in with the green, because I don't wanna mix the colors. I want them to be completely separate, you know, like I don't want them to ombre. So I'm gonna let those dry. And we're gonna start moving. I don't remember what I did. I don't know if I went back to my little orange French. I think so. I think I did because my pinky was a disaster. I did my pinky like 3 times. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to the orange French. And I'm literally just gonna do kind of the same thing I did with the white nail, with the black eyes and stuff. I'm just gonna put what looks like little stitches. And I think it looks so super cute. And like, I would do this mani, not necessarily with orange, but with any color, like pink or purple or blue with the black stitch marks on the end. It looks so cute just for any day. Doesn't have to be a holiday or Halloween necessarily, just for any day. How adorable. Oh, it's so cute. I really should have kept my nails matte too. I think I might mattify them. I literally just finished this set. I never voice over the same day, but I just finished this set. So I might have to mattify it. I'll keep you updated if I do. So we're gonna go in with the green now that my orange and my purple have dried. This is probably the most talking you've ever heard me do during a video. This one's so fast. I'm like, I don't even have time to, you know, pause and let you guys hang out for a little bit, but whatever. You guys like hearing me talk anyway. I hope I'm not putting you to sleep. Or I hope I am if you're listening to this video and it's late at night. Sweet dreams. Catch you tomorrow. So anyway, I'm going in with my green, and I'm trying to be super careful to not touch the purple or the orange. But if you do, you're not going to, it's not going to be like the end of the world. It's not going to blend because once the acrylic paint dries, it's dry and you can do whatever you want to do over it. As you could see with the black stitches I put on that orange French right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill in that, and we're not going to be done after we fill that in. We're going to do stitches on that as well, just like we did with the French. That's why this whole mani kind of works together. I didn't plan it that way. I wish I could take credit for it. I didn't. It was an accident. It was a happy accident. What do they call that? Serendipity? It was a serendipitous accident. Serendipiosity. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, we're going to let that go ahead and dry. And mysteriously and miraculously, look at that, it dried. So now we're going to put the stitches in. And again, I'm taking this small end of my dotting tool and just sticking a few stitches here and there. And again, you don't need a dotting tool. Matter of fact, this is not even the dotting tool I wanted to use. I wanted to use a dotting tool that I had that's even smaller because I wanted smaller lines, but it came out cute anyway. I just couldn't find it. It was driving me nuts. I think one of my girls stole it and did God knows what with it. Who knows? But this worked out pretty well. Like I said earlier, you can use a toothpick, a bobby pin, something small. Yeah, so now we're gonna hopefully not screw up the pinky. I did the pinky 3 times. You're gonna see the 3rd attempt. My first attempt was kind of an inside-out jack-o'-lantern. You know, instead of it being a orange pumpkin with the black cutouts for the eyes and stuff, I was gonna do a black pumpkin with orange cutouts. Didn't work at all. So then I decided I was gonna do an actual pumpkin, and it was terrible. So this is what I finally decided to do. It's gonna be another type of French, but instead of the stitches like the other one, this one's gonna be drips. And this came out looking so cool. I'm so glad it worked out this way. And my other 2 designs didn't work out because I love this one so much more. So I'm literally just, did you see me mess up there? Ugh, I dipped into the pink. I'm such an idiot. It's me. I'm gonna mess stuff up. So I'm just gonna fill in the rest of the orange. That's gonna have to dry for a little bit. Like I said, dry time, it took a while for all these nails individually to dry, but it wasn't too bad. For the amount of time it takes to actually do the nail art, it was totally worth it. So we're gonna give that, I gave that like 5 to 8 minutes to dry. And it's still not dry, but I took my chances. See how there's a little bit of a sheen to it still? Yeah, I took my chances and it worked out fine. Now I'm taking the larger end of my dotting tool. I'm going heavily into my black, and I'm going to place the dot in the orange and very carefully drag it up, but I'm like picking my dotting tool up off the nail. So it's almost like, I have in my head spider gel. You guys know what that stuff is? I've never played with it, but that's kind of what it reminded me of. It just kind of trails once you start moving your dotting tool. And it created these awesome drip effect type design. And oh my God, that's my favorite nail. It's my favorite. I mean, they're all awesome, except for the pink freaking spider web. I should have just taken that off, but I'm such an idiot. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna put the Model 1's No Wipe Top Coat, and I will preemptively apologize because I was ignoring the notifications on my phone as I was filming the top coat, and my phone died. My phone died as I was about to top coat the pinky, but I promise it all was fine, and you'll see it in the end result. I'm gonna go have a cup of coffee, like usual. I'm gonna, leave you guys here to watch me top coat. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. See, I don't know what happened. I guess my phone died. But it restarted and my pinky is fine. See, I didn't lie. It's perfect, except for the cut on it from my bad mani day. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply oil, and here are the finished photos. Look how stinking cute. I love them. They're so playful and fun. Ugh, that spider web. It's gonna haunt me. Well, let me know what you guys thought, and I will see you all in the next vid. Love you, bye.